Hey everybody, it's Wileen Benson, and just wanted to share something that was on my heart today. I'm sitting out in a newly plowed plot of ground that we're going to be planting some garden plants in. I've got a few plants here that we're going to be planting really soon. And as I was anticipating planting today, I was checking in with my vision board, and I have this document that I've kind of been following throughout the year. It's goal setting according to seasons. This is something that I've put together about 3 years ago. If you want a copy of this after I get done sharing with you today, if this sounds like something that you'd be interested in, all you have to do is just private message me or comment below, and I will send you a PDF of it. I'll just private message you and get your email address, and then I can send you a PDF document of it. No charge. It's awesome. I've been following this since January, and this is seasons and goal setting according to God's timetable. A lot of times when we think about God's timetable, usually when people use that expression, it's because, well, this isn't happening as soon as I want it to happen, so it must be according to God's timetable, and God's timetable is always longer than our timetable. But I'm going to say that's not absolutely true. That if we are living our lives in alignment and in accordance with the abundant processes that God has set up, so if we're living according to God's timetable, we can be fully present and be happy and content with what is. And so if you think about, the goals that you're wanting to set, if they're not happening quite as quickly as you would hope, and you think about, okay, well, maybe this is according to God's timetable, then this is an opportunity for you to get present and to know what is God's timetable. So this is for the month of May. So this is May 2020 that we're in right now. Just barely started into this month, and this is what is supposed to be happening right now according to God's timetable. Preparing for the work. Reorganize your mindset, make the plan, create to-do lists, prepare for the work that is coming, positive expectation. So sitting out here in this newly plowed field that has no plants in it right now, I can't come out here and pick a tomato. I am still in the process of making a plan, creating to-do lists, preparing for the work that is coming this summer, and positive expectation for that harvest that is going to happen in probably like July or August. So God's timetable right now says that I don't have any fruit to pick right now. So if I was like, dang it, where's that fruit? I'm going to go out there and see if I can find some fruit. There's no fruit. Well, I guess it's just according to God's timetable. Well, yes, it is according to God's timetable, and I would be wise to get myself on God's timetable so that I can be in alignment with what's really happening right now in the present, instead of living in la la land, affirmation land, thinking that I can just like speak it and it will be. There's three different, like, I don't know, three different words that came to me as I was thinking about being on God's timetable and being in the present and being aligned with what really is supposed to be right now, being present. And number one is to be patient. God's timetable doesn't necessarily have to be like hard or long or whatever, but it does definitely invite us to be patient, to allow the perfect process to happen. If I had planted these plants 2 months ago, we've had some snowstorms, they would have frozen. I might have thought, well, I'm going to plant those early so I can get some fruit a little bit earlier, but I would not have any fruit and I wouldn't have any plants, they would be gone. So patience, actually following through with what is supposed to be. The other thing is content. I can be content to have this newly plowed garden plot, to have the plants that are not quite planted yet. I even have some seeds that I'm going to be direct sowing into this garden plot. I can be content right now that there's nothing planted, there's nothing growing, there's no fruit, there's nothing. I can be content with that because it's perfect. It's according to God's timetable. And then the last thing is to trust. trust the process. Trust that because we've had a growing season last year, we had a growing season the year before, we've had a growing season since Adam was created, that there's going to be a growing season this year. And if I plant some plants, then I trust that those plants are going to grow to maturity and I'm going to have some fruit. So that was what I wanted to share with you today, is that there is a perfect timetable, God's timetable, and where we're going to be the most at peace and calm and actually experience the best, have the best experience is when we align ourselves with God's timetable. So if we catch ourselves saying, if I catch myself saying, well, it must be according to God's timetable, like, kind of cynically like that, then I know I'm the one that needs to change. I need to be patient, I need to be content, and I need to trust. And just know that this time, right now, May, is the time for us to prepare for the work, reorganize your mindset, make the plan, create to-do lists, prepare for the work that is coming, and have positive expectation. Excited to be able to share some more tips with you on just being the best that you can be and helping you to step into the highest version of yourself and coming together, not only just stepping into the highest version of yourself, but also connecting with those people who are on the same path as you. Excited to share some more with you over these next couple of weeks. Thanks for joining me.